I've got the flu, so I'm going to be off work until Tuesday next week. This is an email that I got yesterday. I've got the flu, so I'm going to be off work until Tuesday next week. That was the email I got from a web designer who's helping me build a website currently. Well, I've been sick for 2 weeks. If you go back to JTInTheRaw show 100, you'll hear my throat going, my voice going, and for 2 weeks I have had man flu, and today is probably the best I have felt in 2 weeks. But being a martyr is not a leadership trait. Being a martyr is not a leadership trait. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Susan. And everybody, whether you're watching live or on replay, welcome to JT in the Raw, where I chew the thin on business. And after 26 years of running a business, I've got just a few thins to chew. Good morning, Trav. Good morning, Eugene. Good morning, Steve. In all seriousness, guys, JT in the Raw is all about me sharing my thoughts, ideas, and actions that help you lead your business, your department, your team, even your sporting club. It's raw, it's authentic, and JT in the Raw is unedited. And today, I want to share a little bit around, thinking and doing different around being sick, about being sick. Good morning, Jason, over there in the United States of America. Coming up to July 4 next week for you guys over there, a day off and a celebration. Hey, I got a couple of shout outs this morning before we rip into the details of what I want to share with you. First one is I want to shout out to Linda. Linda's a new gold member, and I'm down here in Melbourne today. So yesterday I swung by her studio. She was good enough to show me through her studio. So a little shout out there to Linda for letting me come and check out her studio. Also had yesterday Paul get started as a new coaching client with me over there in Western Australia. Great to have you come on board, Paul, as a coaching client. Looking forward to working with you over the next 12 months. And a big shout out to my little mate over there in America, who is my partner in the Fitness Business Podcast, Chantal. It's her birthday today in America, and she's also speaking at the IDEA Fitness Convention over there. So happy birthday, and congratulations, Chantal, on achieving one of your goals that you set out many years ago, I think, and that was to be an international presenter, and that you are. As of today, congratulations. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Brett. How are you both? Hope you are doing well. Lisa, it is cold down here in Melbourne. One final shout out is that we also have, we launched yesterday at Active Management, an end of financial year sale. So you get 50% off to become a silver member. If you want to become a silver member, just put silver in the comments below where you're watching live or on replay. Put silver in the comments below. I'll send you the link. You save $125. For the Americans watching, that makes membership just $92 or 125 Aussie dollars to become a silver member for the next 12 months of Active Management. You already get $3,000 worth of value when you become a member, not to mention what you're going to get over the next 12 months. So if you want to be a member, put in the comments silver, whether watching live or on replay, and I will send you the link to get started and become a member at 50% off. It's a dead set bargain. We only do this sale once a year for 3 days. So it finishes on the 30th. So please get started. Okay, so let's talk about this. 2 weeks ago, I did show 100 of JTInTheRaw. If you missed that, just put 100 in the comments below and I'll send you the link to that show. And if you watch that show and you listen closely, my voice was a bit raspy. It was starting to go. And I started to come down with a cold. Now, I know there are plenty of ladies watching today and it's like, suck it up, princess. It's just a cold. But for me, it was man flu. I was dying. Seriously, I don't even know how I'm here today. I don't know how I... See, still got that cough. I don't know how I survived. But quite seriously, I was crook. I didn't know how sick I was, but I battled on. I powered on. And at the same time, I was talking to my mum, and my mum had a cold. Yet my mum kept going to work. And I guess I learned from my mum. And so I kept going on to work. And I guess if you want, I was being a martyr. I was powering on. I had things to do. I had jobs that had to get done, and I didn't have any choice in the matter. Yet interestingly enough, yesterday, I'm building a website at the moment, and I'm working with a website developer. And the website developer sent me a message that said, I've just come down with the flu. I'm not going to be back fully operational in the business until Tuesday next week. I'm thinking that's Friday or Thursday afternoon, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. What? 5 days? Mate, have a cup of concrete, harden the fuck up and get back to work, is what I was thinking. And then it dawned on me, what great communication. Good morning, Di. How are you over there in New Zealand, the land of the long white cloud? Good morning, Ryan. I saw Ryan over there in New Zealand as well. But then it dawned on me. And I thought, what great communication. What outstanding communication, in fact. Because I could be sending information to him about the website and getting nothing back from him. And it's just this noise in the background for him. But what's going on? Why? Where is he? And then it dawned on me that what about all the people I've been working with over the last 2 weeks? I got a text message this morning from somebody who's going to do some work for us saying, do you want to talk to me or not about me helping you with membership sales? And I thought, shit, I haven't got back to her in 2 weeks. And that's because I've been foggy up here. I've been taking drugs to get over the cold. I've been powering on. But all I've been doing is operating on 2 cylinders, not 6. So my productivity has been down. I haven't been getting back to people. Ryan over there in New Zealand tells me man flu is real, mate. He is a survivor of man flu. Love it. Di, where are you? If you're not in New Zealand, where are you at the moment? So yeah, it kind of dawned on me. And so, you know, with JTInTheRaw, my goal is to share information with you that helps you become a better leader, better business person. And I try to get thoughts and ideas about what my activities have been. And to be honest, over the last 2 weeks, my thoughts and activities have been like 2 out of 10 instead of 10 out of 10 because I've been feeling like poo. And so when I was thinking last night, what am I going to talk to you about? I thought I'd get honest and I'd get vulnerable with you. And I'd admit, and I'll admit to all of you that what I've been doing over the last 2 weeks is pretty poor because I've been ill, because I've been trying to power through an illness. Now, my question to you is this, and I love your feedback, whether watching live or on replay. Would I have been better to have done like the website developer? Send a message out, put it on Facebook, send it as an email autoresponder to when anybody email me that said, hey, I am sick. I'll be back on deck in 4 days, and I just tune out of the world for 4 days where I sleep, get recovered, and then come back to work? Or am I better to operate at 2 out of 6 cylinders over the 2 weeks and just not achieve as much as I should, and in fact let people down? What do you reckon? Am I better to admit I've been sick or better to power through and let people down because I'm not doing all my work? Good morning, Jack Bury. How are you, mate? Congratulations. Jack's the GM of Northern Suburbs Rugby Club and did an amazing job last week at the Bon Andrews fundraising lunch. So congratulations, Jack, on a wonderful event last week. Wish I could have been there. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it better to take the time to get better, or is it better to power on? You see, I really feel that because I was doughy, I wasn't returning the emails that I should have been returning. I wasn't returning the phone calls that I should have been returning. In fact, only just Wednesday, I returned a phone call that had been like 6 or 7 days ago. And when I returned the call, I apologized and said I'd been sick. And the guy said, oh, yeah, no worries at all. But the first thing he said was, geez, you normally get back to me pretty quickly. And he felt that I'd let him down. So what I think is this, what message does it send to your clients when you are poor to return calls, poor to return emails? But what happens if it is about you? The reason that you've been slack to return is because you've been sick. I really think that being a martyr, being that person who drags themselves to work, is not sending a great message to the people you work with, nor is it sending a great message to your business because of your productivity. I think you're better, and this is my opinion, I'd love to know what you guys think. Please, in the comments below, tell me whether I'm right or wrong. Susan is telling me well-being is paramount to not getting to burnout. Yeah. And Di's telling me don't share real flu. It's not great business or a great personal move. Exactly. You don't want to take your diseases to work. So what about, Di's saying, I think an auto reply is a smart idea. I think it is too. It never occurred to me until this morning when I got this message yesterday when I got this message from my web designer. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just rabbiting on this morning because I'm still a bit doughy from the drugs. But I just feel that communication is critical in business. Communication is critical in business. And if you're not well, you need to communicate to the people you work with, as well as the people you work for and the people you want to work with, that you're crook and then you're not firing. And when you're not firing, that sends that message when you communicate to them to lower their level of expectation. Otherwise, their expectations are up here because that's where you always are. And what message does it send to your staff? What message does it send to your team? If you as a martyr are coming to work coughing and spluttering or not thinking clearly or only operating on 2 out of your normal 6 cylinders, what message does that send to your staff? It says to them, shit, if the boss is doing that, then I better come to work. So then they drag their sorry butt into work when they've got a cold or when they've got a flu, A, spread their germs, but B, they're only 20, 30, 40% productive and you're paying them 100% a wage, which means you get shitty with them because they're not being fully productive. But all they're doing is following the example that you set as the leader of the business to be the martyr, to drag yourself in like Lazarus out of the grave, but you're not productive. And so neither are they. So there's my thoughts. I know it's kind of a little bit left field. I guess it's not your normal JTInTheRaw of giving you great advice and thoughts on how to be a better business person. But maybe then again it is. I don't know. I look back now and I think I wish 2 weeks ago I'd shut down for 3 or 4 days, got rid of the flu and bounced back quicker and faster. The barometer for me on whether I probably should take time out is if I can't train, if I can't work out. And really only Wednesday this week was my first workout because that's a day that I felt better. So that's 10 days of feeling like shit, and I wonder what would have happened if I had taken time out, if I'd given myself permission. And I think this is the key, ladies and gents. I think this truly is the key, is that we feel guilty as business owners, or we feel guilty as leaders of our department for taking time out to get ourselves better. I think that's the key. I think we feel guilty, and we shouldn't. We should feel it is okay. We need to give ourselves permission to get better, to get back to 6 cylinders and firing on all cylinders. Good morning, Tommy Hart over there in New Zealand. Tommy, congratulations, New Zealand. 3 out of 3 games against France. Well done. Steve Anchors, love that. Love that little comment. Eugene, yeah, the guilt is real. You genuinely feel guilty. But I think we've got to change our mindset as business leaders. I think we have to change our mindset and say, being a martyr is not the answer. Being the martyr is not the answer. Being a true leader is not having guilt and is taking time out, get better, get more productive faster, rather than maintaining that low productivity level. Anyway, that's my message for JT in the Raw, show 102. Did you like it? Does it make sense? Give me a love heart if you think this is a trait that we need to start to work on as leaders, is actually looking after ourselves and our own health in order to improve our leadership traits. Yeah, there's a few love hearts coming through. Thanks, Di. Thanks, Eugene. Thanks, Susan. I really appreciate that. Hey, guys, next week for me, I've got a big week because I've been crook for a couple of weeks. I'm now playing catch-up. Again, there's another fucking problem. I've got to play catch-up because I haven't been doing what I should have been doing over the last couple of weeks. Crazy. So now I've got to play catch-up. I could have got better faster, wouldn't have to play catch-up. Next week I'm playing catch-up. I'm writing 2 presentations to speak in Japan in July. Both of them on millennials, how to market to millennials, and also taking your sales process online, a synergy between an online sales process and a face-to-face sales process. So I'm pretty excited about both of those sessions. So maybe next week in JT in the Raw, I'll share some thoughts around millennials and how we market to them. What else have I got next week? Next week, I'm also delivering a presentation next Friday for Precor. Looking forward to working for Precor. They're great supporters of what I do, so thank you, Precor. And I'm going to be working for them next Friday, so looking forward to doing that. And I think that's about it. That is about it. So, ladies and gents, hope this has given you some insight on giving yourself permission to take time off when you're sick. To take time off when you're sick. So to finish off, quote of the week. Not going to surprise you. If you're sick, give yourself permission to get better. You'll achieve more sooner. Let me say that one more time. If you're sick, give yourself permission to get better. You'll achieve more sooner. Thanks for tuning in to JT in the Raw. If you love the show, give me a love heart. If you think people would get value from watching this week's show, please share it. Please tag them in the comments below, and then they'll get a message to watch the show. I've tried to be open. I've tried to be transparent. I've tried to be vulnerable with you today on some of the struggles that I've had over the last couple of weeks of feeling guilty and feeling ill. So hopefully my lessons can actually help you guys out. Hey, it's been great chatting with you today. Again, JT in the Raw, show 102. Remember, quote of the week, if you're sick, give yourself permission to get better. You achieve a whole lot more sooner. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Have an awesome weekend and a great week next week. Catch up.